Hello everybody. So today we continue the unit 3, okay, on page 15. So we're talking about SS or not SS. We use S plus adjective plus S to say that two things are similar or equal. In Portuguese, is a comparativo de igualdade, okay? You're as hardworking as your sister. You and your sister are both hardworking. It's comparing your hardworking and your sister. We use not as plus adjective plus as to say that two things are different. So, not as plus adjective plus as has the same meaning as less plus adjective plus than in this situation. For example, my dad isn't as easygoing as my mom. Or, my dad is less easygoing than my mom. Okay? My mom is more easygoing than my dad. Okay? So let's continue to the activity. So now we're talking about to plus adjective and enough. Look at the situation. To plus adjective means more adjective than is good or necessary. Okay? I can't be an actor. I'm too shy. So to intensity, this adjective. Not plus adjective plus enough means not as adjective as is good or necessary. So just a look. I can't be an actor. I'm not confident enough. So in Portuguese, the translation of this. Too, tão. And enough, bastante ou suficiente. Okay? So let's go to the activity on page 15. Look at the question 4. So, which sentence has a similar meaning to the first sentence? Choose A or B, okay? So, pay attention, for example, and we'll do this in homework. Pay attention, the first question. I'm more easygoing than you are. So, the similar question is letter B. You aren't as easygoing as I am. Number 2. You should be more polite to people. So the similar question is, you're too rude to people. Number 3, it's the same temperature in Chicago and LA today. So the similar situation, the similar sentence is, LA is as cold as Chicago today. Number 4, you're better at art than Jacob is. The similar question is, Jacob isn't as good as art as you are. Okay? And number 5, I'm too lazy to be a nurse. The similar question is letter B. I'm not hardworking enough to be a nurse. So let's go to the second question. Let's continue to the question 5, okay? Complete the sentence with the one word. Just one word. For example, your diet isn't healthy enough. You should eat more vegetables. The second question. Sam isn't as tired as I am. I woke up at 5 a.m. and he woke up at 9:30 a.m. Number 3. Sally is too shy. She should go out and meet people more often. Number 4. You are as unhelpful as your brother. Why don't you put away your clothes? Number 5. I'm not good enough at math to be an architect. And number 6, take the train is as expensive as flying. The tickets are the same price. So just pay attention and complete with the words that we learned in this lesson. Okay, so just go to the question 6. So in the question 6, pay attention on the text and in the pictures and complete the restaurant reviews. Use as, to, or not enough. And the adjectives in the parentheses. Okay, so in this question, you will do at homework. For next class, we will correct. Okay, so let's go to the unit 3. Let's continue the lesson and the unit 3 on page 41. Okay, so in the first sentence, in the first question, read the conversation. Who is the best at cooking? So now you will listen the conversation, okay, between Gabby and Sam.
Track 30, Unit 3, Grammar, Exercise 1.
These are as good as pizzas from a restaurant, Sam. You should be a chef.
No way. Chefs have to work on weekends. I'm too lazy. Anyway, I'm not as good as Cassie. She's an awesome cook.
There's just one problem with your pizzas. They aren't big enough. I'm really hungry.
Let's go to the second question. Complete the chart. Use the conversation in exercise 1. So pay attention in this board because in this board has rules about this content, okay? So as is a similar adjectives. I'm as tall as my sister. We are the same height, okay? So just pay attention. When we have the similar adjectives, we use as. Not as, it's a different situation. I'm not as tall as my brother. He's taller than me. So we have different adjectives, we have different situations in this content. For example, 2, some pizzas are as good as pizzas from a restaurant. They're both great. We use the as. We look at the similar adjective. Sam is not as good as Cassie at cooking. Cassie is a better cook than Sam. So it's a different, so we use negative form of the comparative of equality, okay? So let's go to the question 3. So we come back the unit 3 on the page 41, the question 3. So pay attention, complete the sentence with as or not as, and the adjectives. So we read the sentence and complete with the correct form. Number 1, that dog is as tall as him. It's a really big, okay? Look at the picture and then describe this. Number 2, my cold is not as bad as it was yesterday. I was in bed all day yesterday, okay? It's not as bad as. Number 3, I can't never sleep in cars. They are not as comfortable as trains. So pay attention, we use not as. It's a different between car and trains. My new phone is as low as my old one. There is no difference. So the quality and the characteristic of the phones is the same. It's low. Number 5, I'm okay at art, but I'm not as good as my sister. So it's a different characteristic between my sister and I in this situation. Your computer is not as fast as mine. Mine is the new model and yours the old one. So they compare two computers, my computer and your computer, okay? So let's go to the 4th question. So in the question 4th, on the same page 41, so look at the to and not and enough. Read the conversation in exercise 1 again and complete the chart. So pay attention. It's the rule, this board describes the rule about to plus adjective and not plus adjective plus enough. Okay? Sam doesn't want to be a chef. He's too lazy. So pay attention. It's too that describe the intensity of the adjective. Not plus adjective plus enough. Some pizza are not big enough. Gabby's really hungry. So not big enough or not enough to describe the intensity of the adjective in low form. Okay, let's go to the 5th question. So let's go to the 5th question and pay attention. Complete the sentence with to and the adjectives. Look at this board with adjectives: boring, expensive, noise, and small. Okay? So the first question, $500. You can't have that phone. It's too expensive, according to the scribe of the sentence. We can't pick up all your friends. Our car is too small. So we use this adjective to intensity of the car is so small. I don't have a blog. My life is too boring. So they describe the life, so the people don't have the blog. I'd like to live in the mountains. Cities are too noisy. So they describe that live the mountains is too easy, it's too good than living the cities. Okay? So let's go to the 60th question. The last question on the page 41 is the question 6. So look at the pictures. What are the people saying? Complete the sentence. Use be and to or not and enough. So pay attention that pictures and that describe this. We use the adjectives in the parentheses, okay? Like the first question. So you will do in homework and next class we will correct. So bye bye, see you next class and stay at home.